Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So it's looking like the bloodbath has continued. XRP now down in the 30s, as per blockchain backer here. He's saying XRP has re-entered that 37 to 39 cent range. So clearly was not able to maintain that original support that we were talking about the other day. But you know, I'm not too worried. The entire market is seeing turmoil right now. I mean, we are experiencing something that, I don't know how many people thought this was going to happen so soon. So we're going to talk about that in a second. We're going to talk about the market. We're going to talk about the potential of a rebound and how long this could possibly take. So as you guys can see, this level of support here did not hold. That was former resistance from back in May of 22. And over the last couple of days, I talked about it yesterday too, a lot of high volume on the XRP chart, not just on the XRP chart, but many charts across the board. Of course, this is triggered by what's going on over there at FTX. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that as well. I know many people are probably panicking, worried about their portfolios. If you're new to the space, well, welcome to the party. This is what crypto is all about. The ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. So we broke through support here, obviously trying to hold up what is looking like new support here on the chart. This is XRP on the daily. Let me throw it on the hourly for you guys. You guys can see there has been a bit of a rebound here. So over the last few hours, we have seen XRP rebound. It did go as low as 33.5 the other day, quickly came back up within that hour, and now is trying to form a supportive base. So, I mean, XRP, just one coin that has been decimated. I mean, if you take a look at all the other coins, like Bitcoin, for example, we can see Bitcoin is now actually down back to that low that it saw back in June. So we're back at 17.5, give or take. Right now, Bitcoin's trading at 17.8. And Bitcoin doesn't really look like it's rebounding nearly as much as XRP. Taking a look at the XRP chart, in mid-June, we saw lows of 28 cents, and we're actually holding at 37 cents. So we're actually up about 30%, 31% off those lows, those June lows, whereas Bitcoin is, hovering around those same June lows. And taking a look at the market, guys, market cap at $865 billion. Bitcoin dominance 39%. So, all that means really is that the market is falling in tandem. Over the last 24 hours, we see Bitcoin down over 9%. Ethereum is down 17%. Binance Coin down 6.5%. We got XRP down 13%. Cardano down 6.17%. We got Dogecoin down 18.85%. We got Matic down 18.54%. Solana got hit big time, and I'm going to tell you guys why in a second. 27.73% for Solana. So what the heck is happening, and are we going to recover? Is this a good time to buy? Is the market going to go lower? Well, let's get into it. Degen Trading here posting this thread regarding FTX, and so I'm going to talk a little bit about FTX. I'm going to talk a little bit about how Binance is swooping in, and we're going to analyze this, guys, and try to kind of zoom out and get a bigger picture of what is going on here. Contagion is here, he says. Let me show you how we are completely effed, okay? So this is a bit of a pessimistic viewpoint. FTX accepted the bailout, means that they effectively have a hole. Sure, CZ will bail out FTX, but he's not going to bail out Alameda. CZ, please let me know if I'm wrong. Alameda has been going out and borrowing from all the lenders via giving FTT as collateral. CZ will probably let it go to zero. This means the lenders are underwater. They now own illiquid FTT that CZ is perfectly happy to let go to zero. The second biggest holder, BlockFi and Genesis, probably have about $10 billion balance sheet. How much of that was lent to Alameda? At least a few billion. Since Alameda is not being bailed out, the lenders will have to absorb the full hit. But they just got wrecked by 3AC and the miners. So also let's not forget the 3AC story, right? At this point, I expect the lenders to go under who deposited them. We are going to see a credit contraction of at least $10 billion within the space. Expect all Sol, which is Solana, and Sam coins to be dumped to oblivion by lenders trying to get any money back. So for those of you guys who do not know, maybe I'm jumping a little bit ahead of myself, CZ Binance now has swooped in and offered to buy FTX. So this one from Wasi Lawyer here. Okay, so just processing this out loud because I am pretty mind blown that FTX chose, of all options, a buyout from Binance. These were the options open to Sam Bankman-Fried. Seek emergency debt financing. Okay, that was A. Seek new money investment. B. C. Liquidate assets. And or D. Buy time. He goes on to say, via seeking bankruptcy protection to facilitate A to C, Sam has chosen to seek a bailout from Binance, the very party that has triggered the bank run in the first place. What can we gather from this is that FTX was indeed lending out customer funds to other parties, likely to Alameda, which means that, as I speculated earlier, FTX was working on a fractional reserve model where it was not prepared to meet withdrawals on the bank run, which CZ triggered on FTX. So the theory goes as such. CZ called his bluff, triggered the bank run, triggered these withdrawals based on the moves that he made a few days ago. SBF had to meet the needs and wasn't able to because of the Ponzi scheme-ish type business he was running. In order to meet these bank runs, FTX needed to unwind its Alameda loans. So guys, basically a big pyramid scheme. The money's not there. The money he pretended was there, but once people started, once people wanted their money out of the account, he wasn't able to fulfill that because he didn't actually have the funds available. Alameda itself did not have the liquidity to return the funds to FTX, thus leading it to liquidating whatever liquid assets it could and returning whatever it could so that FTX could try to continue to meet the withdrawals. So remember in the video I did yesterday, I was talking about it. I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner. We were talking about the withdrawals and how FTX had to, basically limit withdrawals to $1,000. In some cases, they just could not meet customer demand for withdrawals. This is the problem, and this is what causes the liquidity crisis, thereby causing cryptocurrencies like XRP, which, really have nothing to do with the broader picture, go down. And it's not just XRP, guys. It is a larger market picture here that I'm focusing on. So couldn't meet the withdrawals, but this was not enough since customer confidence was not returning. There were no deposits, only withdrawals. So some sort of external third-party funding was required to meet the cash outflows. Instead of seeking finance from any other party or buy more time by throttling withdrawals or seeking a moratorium, SBF bent the knee to Binance. So that was his final move. Does this mean that FTX was in such a deep hole that we weren't talking about an emergency swing line, but full-on rescue financing? Rescue financing would have been incredibly expensive, which means Sam Bankman-Fried didn't think that FTX would be able to meet those financing costs. SBF also didn't think that buying time via a process like Chapter 11 would have done any good. The conclusion, FTX must have had a massive hole in its balance sheet, likely Alameda, that would not have been plugged by other financiers, which forced SBF to kiss the ring. But what now? CZ is only buying FTX, which means the liability likely owing from Alameda to FTX remains. So customers are going to be made whole because CZ is plugging the gap, but FTX under new management will surely be looking to recover the outstanding amounts from Alameda. We are now then looking at a potential Alameda insolvency scenario. So guys, you see how the rot continues to exist based on this link of chains, and that has spurred on a massive sell-off. That's enough excitement for one night, going to sleep now. Okay, so he just ends the thread with that. So that's what's going on. Obviously, there was also this part of the story that did not help matters. Coinbase, being its usual self, had glitches. It did shut down. I think the exchange actually shut down for a significant period of time. Andrew T here also mentioning that check out the 24-hour withdrawals on Coinbase. So we got deposit volumes 0, yet look at the withdrawals over here, guys. Lots of Coinbase withdrawals and just a few other screen grabs here. Coinbase app has been like this for the past 24 hours, so it was a significant amount of time that Coinbase has been down. I'm considering moving all my crypto out of your platform. It is just unreliable. So they apparently issued this statement: we are having connection issues. I guess probably not a bad time to talk about the Ledger Nano promotion that is ending tonight at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, guys. If you use this code here in this flyer, you can get 10% off the Ledger Nano X or the Ledger Nano S Plus. And I guess this is just convenient timing. They're promoting this. I thought I'd let you guys know, considering this has just happened to another exchange, basically going under, and then that obviously caused some panic for people who hold their coins on Coinbase. And then Coinbase, I'm sure, got a flood of activity and then they shut down. So the moral of the story, obviously, keep your cryptocurrency safe, not your keys, not your crypto. So use a cold storage wallet. I do have an affiliate link in the description of the video. And I always say, you can use my affiliate. You don't have to use it. I have it there for ease of use, but I do want to keep you guys safe. And since there's 10% off right now, might be a good time to look into one of these. And it wasn't just Coinbase, guys. Kraken also suffered connectivity issues. I saw this from Michael Branch. So just pointing to the compounding effects of the market turndown amid Tuesday's crypto crash, leading U.S. exchanges, Kraken and Coinbase, again reported connectivity issues. Both exchanges said the issues were affecting their websites and mobile services. For Coinbase, the problem manifested across its various platforms, including Coinbase.com, Pro, and Prime platforms. Coinbase assured its over 108 million customers that the company has all hands on deck to fix the issue, and apparently it was down for 24 hours. We are investigating the reports from clients having difficulty connecting to the site as well via their mobile app. This coming from Kraken support. About 2 hours later, the exchange noted on its status page that the issue had been identified and a fix was being implemented. So I don't know if you guys use Kraken or if you guys use Coinbase, but if you were trying to log on yesterday, you probably saw these kinds of error messages. Again, another good reason maybe why you should keep your cryptocurrency safe in cold storage. And some are actually accusing CZ of implementing a play straight out of the Rockefeller and Vanderbilt playbook. It started when CZ was announcing that Binance was selling the FTT tokens after disturbing information had come to light about FTX's balance sheet. Panicked, every FTX customer started demanding withdrawals all at the same time, and this caused a run on the bank of FTX, or a run on the exchange in this case. FTX was then forced to liquidate its reserves in a number of securities, including illiquid cryptocurrencies like Solana, most notably. So just going back to Solana and why it got hit so hard. Take a look at Solana, guys, down to $18.77 per coin. It has recovered a little bit over the last few days, though it has seen a decline of about 50%. So quite significant when you compare that to something like XRP. From the top here a couple of days ago, all the way down to where XRP is trading currently, it's about half of what Solana has seen, so down about 26%. Since the securities were already illiquid, FTX could not sell fast enough, and Solana collapsed 30% as a result, depleting the value of FTX's reserves. Just when the whole crypto space looked like it was about to have another liquidity collapse, CZ then steps in to buy FTX for a song. If this isn't straight out of the playbook of Rockefeller, Gould, Vanderbilt, I don't know what is. The Industrial Revolution was the wild, wild west. Price wars between Gould and Vanderbilt, Rockefeller buying out all the train cargo space, corporate sabotage, and then buy the corporations is all legendary from the Industrial Revolution. So interesting how he's likening this to these old school Industrial Revolution plays, famous plays. CZ Binance here coming out on Twitter, and his big two lessons, here's what he says: never use a token you created as collateral. First mistake. Don't borrow if you run a crypto business. Don't use capital efficiently. Have a large reserve. Binance has never used BNB for collateral, and we have never taken on debt. So this is one of the reasons why Binance has maintained its position at the top, has never gotten greedy. Apparently, this is what CZ is saying. They've never used BNB for collateral. They have large reserves, which brings me to this, guys. Michael Branch posting this, coming from CryptoSlate.com. CZ proposes all crypto exchanges follow suit Binance to start proof of reserves. So could this be a way to prevent these types of collapses in the future? Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao, or CZ, recently announced that Binance will start proof of reserves to support full transparency. And I think that's ultimately the end goal, right? The transparency. We need to know what these exchanges hold to prevent these kinds of black swan crashes. I mean, there's no real rhyme or reason why this is happening. Of course, crypto still trading on spec, so, we're going to get these types of stories, these types of incidents every now and then. But, we can mitigate that. We don't have to live in a world where this is the case. CZ also suggested that all cryptocurrency exchanges do Merkle tree proof of reserves. According to the CEO, fractional reserves are suited to traditional banks and not cryptocurrency companies. Worth noting that a fractional reserve only represents a portion of the bank's demand deposits that are kept in reserves and are immediately available for withdrawal. Some crypto influencers believe centralized exchanges still consider fractional reserves, which make it worse for crypto. The recent revelation of starting a proof of reserve came after CZ announced that Binance would acquire FTX. Earlier, the exchange led by Sam Bankman-Fried was experiencing massive withdrawals of assets, rapidly depleting its treasury, which is leading us into the situation we are in today. Let's bring up the total market real quick, guys, and see how much we have come down just over the last few days, coming right back down, guys, in this level of support down and around here. You guys can see we're trading in and around here. Market did consolidate a little bit over the summer, but since that high, the entire crypto market's down about 19%, so not insignificant, but not the end of the world, because we were down in and around this level back in June. So if anything, this to me is looking like we are retesting, formulating that double bottom pattern here. Retesting this level here, 820, 830 billion, give or take. And so hopefully we don't stay down there for too long. Coincidentally, the midterm elections were also happening yesterday. I don't know if this really played into the crypto story, although we know regulatory clarity is a big issue. And so, it gave an opportunity for Senator Lummis to also come out suggesting, FTX and Binance standoff highlights the need for clear rules. So to CZ Binance's point, there needs to be a mechanism to provide transparency for these exchanges. We can't go on like this. I mean, it's been Celsius, it's been 3AC, it's been Luna, it's been all these companies now. Now it's FTX. All these companies now creating a downturn that could be preventable. So here we go. However, this eventful day concluded with CZ announcing Binance's intent to acquire FTX. As we know, reacting to this development, United States Senator Cynthia Lummis, known in the community for her strong belief in crypto, highlighted the need for clearer crypto regulations. The recent events that have transpired between FTX and Binance are the clearest example yet of why we need clear rules of the road for digital asset exchanges in the United States. So, a perfect opportunity for them again to now, come at us with regulations. And we're hoping they're not going to necessarily hinder the crypto industry in the United States, hinder crypto trading abilities for retail. But, these kinds of things, these types of things that are happening are just going to give them more excuses to regulate the hell out of this thing. And we don't want that. She pointed to the importance of the Lummis-Gillibrand Responsible Financial Innovation Act, a bill sponsored by Senator Lummis that seeks to bring digital assets within the regulatory parameters. So, again, just more of the same, another excuse. Who knows what is going to happen and how this is going to affect U.S. regulation. Sam Bankman-Fried also came out yesterday and said, "Hey all, I have a few announcements to make. Things have come full circle, and FTX.com's first and last investors are the same. We have come to an agreement on a strategic transaction with Binance for FTX, pending DD, etc." He goes on to say, "Our teams are working on clearing out the withdrawal backlog as is. This will clear out liquidity crunches. All assets will be converted one-to-one. This is one of the main reasons we've asked Binance to come in. It may take a bit to settle. We apologize for that. But the important thing is that customers are protected. A huge thank you to CZ Binance and all our supporters. This is a user-centric development that benefits the entire industry. CZ has done and will continue to do an incredible job of building out the global crypto ecosystem and creating a freer economic world. I know that there have been rumors in the media of conflict between our two exchanges. However, Binance has shown time and time again that they are committed to a more decentralized global economy while working to improve industry relations with regulators. We are in the best of hands." Note, he says that FTX.US and Binance.US, two separate companies, are not currently impacted by this. FTX.US's withdrawals are and have been live and is fully backed one-to-one and operating normally. I don't know if we can continue to believe you, Sam Bankman-Fried. I mean, this type of managing is very irresponsible. I know you are not alone. There have been other crypto exchanges that have done the same kind of thing, but ultimately, the entire market suffers. Fortunately, guys, I do think this Black Swan event will pass, similar to when we saw economic shutdowns during right at the beginning of the beer flu. We saw the market really tumble, and that went down about 57%. This is the entire crypto market again on the daily. That went down about 57%. And, even just from these last few days, we're down about 19%. Remember here, this was the Celsius, Terra Luna, 3AC debacle. That's what gave us our first leg down. We reconsolidated in the summer, made some new highs, then came back down here, tried to get back up again. Now we have the FTX issue here, which is just bringing us back to these lows here, but we are holding support here. We aren't going any further down, which is nice. And so to sum it up, yes, the market will recover. This is just another issue where greed has gotten the better of some of the people involved. FTX secretly insolvent, BTC testing new lows, Alameda is now toast, Binance planning to acquire FTX, FTT, which is the native token of FTX, is down 80%. And what he's predicting is, similar to Terra Luna, it is heading to zero. CZ announces proof of reserves. Su Zhu reemerges. Do Kwon and Martin Shkreli on up only. So apparently Martin Shkreli was giving Do Kwon advice about prison. You can't make this stuff up. And Coinbase temporarily shut down. How was your day at the office? I think this paints a very clear picture. All these things together, and I mean, this is almost emblematic of what we see every now and then. A Black Swan event crashing the market, losing $100 billion in only a couple of days. What this means to me, guys, is it's a great opportunity to buy, of course, the coins with value. Yes, XRP will rise. once again, but right now we are seeing a prime opportunity to build up your stacks. I can't really see this lasting too long. Even after the market lockdown for the beer flu, we did see a quick rebound, and then essentially right away the market started rallying again. This was the beginning of the bull run, so let's certainly keep an eye on things. I mean, unless more terrible news comes down the pipe, I think we're ready to move in a positive direction. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.